After an accident, there's one document you need that can make or break your personal injury claim. In this video, I'll explain how police reports support your case, how they're used by insurance adjusters, and how to file one. Hi, I'm Marcus Vaden. With over 3 decades of experience as a trial attorney, I dedicated my career to fighting for the rights of injured and disabled, helping them secure the benefits they deserve. If you're looking for a lawyer you can trust to handle your case, call me 501-329-8723 for a free consultation. One thing I've seen over and over again is how overlooked police reports are. Most people think they're just a formality, but they're not. Insurance companies use them to make big decisions about your case. Let's start with the basics. What is a police report and why does it matter? A police report is the official write-up after an accident. It usually includes when and where the accident happened, who was involved, statements from drivers or witnesses, and what the officer observed at the scene. Sometimes it even includes who the officer thinks was at fault. A police report is the foundation of your case. It's the proof that the accident happened and a clear document that states how bad the conditions of the accident were. It's the first thing the insurance companies look at when deciding how to handle your claim and how much compensation you're entitled to. So, how do insurance companies actually use police reports? They use the report to do 3 things. First, to clarify all the facts. They check whether the details of the accident are accurate. They check the date, the time, who was involved, what cars were damaged. Next, they use it to figure out who was at fault. If the officer issued a ticket and made a note about someone running a red light or speeding, that's a big deal. Those notable violations help determine who is responsible for the accident. Third, they use it to size up your injuries. If you're mentioned in the report as being hurt at the scene, they take that more seriously than if it's not in there at all. This paints a clear connection between your injuries and the accident, meaning the insurance company cannot deny your claim because of your injuries not being recorded. The bottom line, insurance companies don't always believe your story, but they do pay attention to what's in that report. Now, let's talk about how the report can actually help your case. If the police report is clearly and accurately written, a police report gives your case credibility because the police officers are not affected by the stakes in your claim. They give an unbiased report on what happened, which establishes credibility. If the report says the other driver was at fault, you were injured at the scene, that supports your side from the start. It also helps lay out the timeline. That matters when there's any confusion about who did what or when. When it's your word against the other drivers or the insurance companies, the police report can help put the favor on your side. It's not the only thing we use in your case, but it's one of the first things we check. So now you might be wondering, what if you're in an accident and no officer shows up? Or you're not sure how to file a report? How to file a report in Arkansas? Here's how it works. If someone's hurt or if there's more than $1,000 in damage, you're required to file a report. Here's what to do. First, gather the details. Get the other driver's name, insurance information, license plate number. Take photos of the scene, talk to witnesses, and write down their contact information. Then you file the report. You can do it through the Arkansas State Police or your local law enforcement agency. File it within 30 days of the accident, or it may risk your claim. If you're not sure whether you should file it, do it anyway. It's better to have that documentation than to be left without proof later on. Even with a police report, insurance companies don't always play fair. They'll pick apart that report by highlighting the parts that help them and ignoring the parts that help you. They might even claim that something written in there proves you were at fault, even if that's not what really happened. That's where we come in. We know how to read between the lines, challenge bad assumptions, and use the report to support your case, not work against it. Make sure you're informed and protected. Call Marcus Vaden Law today, 501-329-8723, if you need to talk to someone about your case. Subscribe to our channel, follow more legal tips. If you want to know more, don't miss this next video.